about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Los Angeles Chargers. The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And we are underway in Southern California. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted.
And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick 6, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Here's Herbert. He's got it to Williams. He stiff-arms it. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. They'll run for the first time with Joshua Kelly.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and can be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The first time out, they had the interception. That stopped their drive 3 points the other way, so now they work from behind. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach tell us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought they had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick. But throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, tell all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. It's Eckler again. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Well, big man with ball meant bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal?
Eckler trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler, and he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown.
Austin Eckler
punching it in from a yard away. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Great. They go play action now. Lawrence
puts it on the carpet. It's out. And picked up by the Chargers. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Herbert now. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Gerald Everett, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chargers continue to pull away here in this first half.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Michael Davis.
And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range as well, down at the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
After the turnover, here's Herbert rolling to his right. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Hopkins with the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now. And I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Back to throw here, Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger first down. A give, Eckler running to the right. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now it's Herbert. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Well, they certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat. They go back to the ground now with Eckler, and he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down at the 32-yard line. They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. Once more, here's Eckler. To about the 26 here.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And that's into the hands of Eckler. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Eckler now between the tackles. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays, really hurts the team on defense.
The middle with Eckler, and he is going to lose yardage here. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Well, no surprise there that he got the ball. When you've got 2 touchdowns already, you're probably demanding it in your own huddle. And you can bet this defense, though, is going to be keyed in on him at this point. And they did a nice job stopping him behind the line of scrimmage.
On second down, Eckler. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Now a give running left is Eckler. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense is they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory.
I'm the best, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get my go, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold, For the bike and they know I'm impressive. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking no from my boy heavy. I'm the best and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching her, but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call her. Twerking big and it don't hurt the break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time you need a know it, Mr. Know I got him running to it. I'ma need to pull the mouth before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run a block of
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Carr right away going to look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Carr's throw pulled in by Renfro. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. Fielded just inside the 20. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it'll be Titan football. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10, right at the 30. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Tannehill. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. A 1st down carry for Henry. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Max Crosby, the one who got in there for the stop.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 42.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They'll get it to the 23-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw pulled in by Woods.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Henry is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Henry again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Ryan Tannehill taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Titans post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Phillips now from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Carr going to go on 4th down. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Running from the gun, it's Abdullah. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 45 on second down, Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Carr. This is screen to Abdullah. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
From the 39, Carr. The throw taken in by Cole. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 24-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On first down, Abdullah. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
At the 25-yard line.
On second and 12, Carr. It's complete. Abdullah. And out of bounds right around the 20. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing his Carr on third down. Touchdown, Raiders! A pair of teammates at Fresno State connecting there. Derek Carr to Devontae Adams. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying the ballgame here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Quick slant here to Woods. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now it's Tannehill. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach here says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys. Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He completes it to Abdullah. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Daniel Carlson on for the field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Both teams making their final adjustments before we get started once again. And for the call of the second half, let's send you back out to Allegiant Stadium and Brandon Gott.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Long Nichols in there to take him down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
On 1st and 10, Tannehill.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry. An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Titans have retaken a third-quarter lead.
Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10.
Titans 14, Raiders 10. Randy Bullock is the loss.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
Phillips now from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First and 10. They're on the 17-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent is still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And finding Keelan Cole. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Carr to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Kevin Farley. And the Titans are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
70 yards on the ground now for Henry. He's got a first down.
First down, Tennessee.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this will stay a 4-point game. But this was still going to be a 1-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the 4th.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll run here. Abdullah. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. To throw, it's Carr. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Here's Carr. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
That's good for Las Vegas. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now Carr. He hits Adams, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow! Wow! Extra point by Carlson, up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And the Raiders pick it up. And some space here.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they get a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
To throw is Carr. It's caught here by Adams. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll roll him out right. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And the offense will get the ball back and be touchdown. And with that, this game is over. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.
Chain a game when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game. No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused boy, little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans.
Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Buffalo Bills and the New Orleans Saints.